Hello and welcome to another episode of CRM. Today we're doing something special. It's our first episode of Talkin CRM, and we are psyched to have a CRM visionary, dare I say a luminary in CRM, Megan Heuer. Welcome, Megan.
Hey, Colin, how you doing?
It's a huge pleasure to have you on, and I think I'm so excited we should just start talking some CRM. So
Let's talk some CRM. Let's do that.
let's do it. So just tell the viewers briefly, what is your CRM domain?
Yeah, great question. So my CRM domain is all B2B. Somehow early in my career, I managed to get sidetracked away from all the cool, fancy consumer stuff and over into the business to business side of things. And I've been there for more years than I care to talk about. But I think, as anyone in B2B will tell you, there are two really good things about it. One, you're never going to be short of work to do because there's plenty within B2B to do around CRM. And two, the more you get into it, it's actually pretty complicated and interesting. So definitely B2B, and probably the sort of, we'll call it the subdomain there then within B2B is any company that has a defined universe of accounts. And I'm probably best known for the work that I've done around account-based marketing and customer engagement.
Tell us about, what challenges does ABM address?
It really helps companies that have that, as I said, defined universe, right? And let's be honest, pretty much every company should know who they want to sell to. Any business, you want to know whether it's consumer, whether it's B2B, but particularly in B2B, I mean, you have to know the target accounts that you care about. And most companies do, but they don't always do a great job of translating that into behaving differently in marketing, right? There's this long history of spray and pray or whatever, unpleasant phrase you want to use to say, we just throw stuff out there into the universe and hope for the best. What you really want to do is say, who do I want to reach? What do they care about? And what's the best way to speak to the things that they care about or make them aware of something they didn't know about that would help with something they care about in a very targeted, efficient way. And at its best, account-based marketing is actually an account-based go-to-market strategy where you say, I know who I care about, I know what they care about, and I know the best ways to reach them. And I'm going to bring together marketing and sales in a great way to address those customers' needs.
So one thing you mentioned is the they. Who are the they in B2B? Is it the number of different accounts? Is it a number of different maybe account groups within a large company, or are they individuals within, let's say, a buying syndicate?
All of the above, right? So you kind of have this, what a couple of my colleagues at Serious Decisions used to call an account hierarchy. And you sort of start at the top and you say, okay, what are the kinds of companies I sell to? And some businesses have a huge range of them, right? And there can be thousands, and others have a really defined universe. I've worked for companies that had segments of like 50 that they sold to. But you start there. What kind of a company is this? And then from there you say, what are the buying centers within a company of that size and type that I can engage? And then within the buying center, you say, who actually is going to be part of making that decision, your buying group. And when you make that kind of distinction and you say, all right, start with the type of account, then you say the buying centers, and then you get to the people, the they become super clear. You know exactly the roles or personas that you have to engage. You can get names. You know literally who within that company you need to talk to and what you need to talk to them about along that buyer's journey. And then, of course, those folks usually persist into post-sale as well. But it's really all those levels. The they is kind of complicated, but it can be broken down into those parts.
And when we're talking about treating them differently, how does a business or B2B journey or an ABM journey maybe differ from something else out there?
Yeah. It's that, it's sort of like you've got a play going on, right? And in a play, everybody has a different part. Somebody's the hero, somebody's the villain, somebody's, coming in and just sort of filling in to make the stage look more crowded. There are a whole bunch of different roles that people play within B2B. And the trick is understanding the dynamics of that group, sort of how those actors work together on the stage as they're moving through that process. And once you kind of understand that dynamic, you can start to build content and plan out, the kinds of engagement strategy that you're going to have, or engagement strategies that you're going to have to get those people involved and to make sure that you are speaking to them in their language talking to them about stuff they care about, and putting things in front of them that are going to make them want to engage with you and help them make that decision in your favor faster. But that's it. What's different about it is more just the complexity and the number of people involved. It still gets down to understanding a human, just like in consumer. It's just that in this case, it's all about also the dynamics of multiple humans kind of all getting together and make a decision.
What kind of companies out there might be exemplars of B2B CRM and ABM?
Yeah, you'd be surprised. You know, I see companies in a range of industries do this really well. But I would say right now, some of the companies that have embraced ABM the most are in the technology space. But at the same time, you know, and sort of in the SaaS space, because I think that they've really sort of focused on creating an efficient digital journey. And that starts with really understanding the accounts you want to get to and targeting them, and adopting the different kinds of tools that can help you do that better. Some of the ABM platforms out there. Um, but that said, you know, I also see businesses that don't apply a lot of technology to this do it really well. You know, you see like large consulting organizations or business services companies, and you even see folks within like healthcare and manufacturing get really good at this. So there's a range. I think what they have in common, though, is they all start with a really great understanding of the customer that they want to reach, right? Those target accounts and the people in them. And then they also have sales and marketing leaders and sales and marketing teams who respect each other and work together well. That combination of a clear mission and people who want to work together to achieve it, you know, it doesn't matter what company you're in, you're going to be great.
Well, thank you. It's been a great day. It's been a great session. I'd be remiss if I didn't.
I've never been interviewed by a gorilla before. Thank you for that.
Well, this gorilla has only one more question. What's the coolest thing that you've streamed, video content you've streamed during quarantine?
Oh, you know what? I have been watching reruns of Cheers. Oh my gosh, it's so funny. Also completely politically incorrect. I don't think it could be on TV today, but oh my Lord, is that funny. And if you just want a really good laugh and also some of the best Boston accents you're ever going to hear, please watch some old Cheers.
It'll bring you back to your college days.
Totally.
Hey. Well, Megan, you've been a wonderful sport. Have a wonderful rest of the weekend, and hopefully we'll see you soon on Talkin CRM.
Thanks, Colin. I mean, gorilla.